Hey yo, what's good, everyone? We are back at it again with another tier list. I'm here with the two boys. Would you like to introduce yourselves?
All right, I've been here before, so I don't need to say much. But yeah,
Fart.
Should I do my regular intro for my videos, or we just it's Ferg? How you guys doing?
Good question. Do whatever you want.
Oh well, okay. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Ferg here, coming at you with a tier list with these two goons.
Yeah, we're going budget. Like sometimes we just don't have enough money, and you just don't want to play Yu-Gi-Oh. So we have these decks right here. So
this is like main and extra. Yeah.
yeah, main and extra. All right.
And what's the price point?
I would say maybe like 150 to 200 if that's a good price range.
All right.
All right. I'm gonna start things off. Alter guys. Are you the right pilot? I would honestly like our Discord mentioned witchcrafters, right? I was looking at it and I just see the deck does nothing. I'm not gonna lie to you. And then I'm all like, what's a better spellcaster deck? Alter guys. Literally, your best card is Secret Village of Spellcasters. If you get that up and you're just playing your Alta guy stuff, you're most likely winning. I should say. But there's just better decks right now.
I am the wrong pilot for this deck.
I'm the right one. I just shotgun Secret Village. Set 4 back row pass.
I played in the YCS when this deck was around Salt Lake. I can't stand that deck, man.
Oh yeah, we got some Alter guys hitters. You know what? It's fine. It's
Uh,
Alter guys. When Mystic Mine was around and this deck was there, oh my god, it was so toxic.
I'm glad I didn't play you when you played that.
I was playing circles. All right.
uh,
Our next one. Everyone, whoever commented in my last video about Abyss Actors, here you go. This is what you get. I'd rather get Arby's.
I just don't like this deck. I've played it because people have been like, it's a pendulum deck where you don't need 2 pendulum zones. And I'm like, then why is it good? I
unfortunately,
haven't
this
seen the appeal of it in my eyes.
this deck hasn't had any sort of popularity. I feel since Metal Foes were making it meta relevant when it first came out in Dark Saviors.
Like your best card is Curtain Raiser, not even using Abyss Actors. I'm not gonna lie to you.
No, no, and when it was popular, it was just Metal Foes using a card or two, and Curtain Raiser wasn't even out yet.
Basically. All right. Dark World.
All right, I love this deck 2 pieces. So this you just need 3 structure decks and danger cards and some other stuff, and this deck is absolutely insane. You go first, and you're pretty much guaranteed to win the game if you don't get shifted or drolled. That's about it. You can hand loop, you can FTK, you can make an entire board of stuff. Like literally the world is your oyster with this deck. It's a matter of if you brick or not. The deck is literally all gas. So as long as you just keep hitting the gas, you're probably gonna win the game.
Our next one, Dino. What you got?
I feel for right now, it's I just because Lithos Ashram's back at 3.
We
Other than that, it would definitely be under Are You the Right Pilot?
I we also are getting new Dino support as well. I mean, it's not out yet, but once the deck comes out with the new support, I feel like it might be at that money management, that testing one. But we don't have
Right.
it yet.
Yes, because when the Transcendrics come out, it completely changes the deck. You're not going to be playing near as many of the same cards you used to play.
That's true. So it might just change up everything.
Misk is still at 1, by the way.
From what I've seen, they actually don't really even use Misk.
Wow. I mean, even if you're still playing Misk, you should remember you have 7 copies of the card in your deck. Remember?
I just miss you so much, you know.
You start crying like, hey yo.
It's
Also speaking about Misk, another deck that can play Dino Morpheum. Here's the thing about the deck. This is good. You know, like your opponent can't activate monster effects or anything like that. The amount of Book of Eclipse, Book of Moons, Dharmakin is literally any spell or trap removal. You just no. You put yourself at very low life points just so you can get you just get 2-0 scooped, you know, like
You just get Fenrir and you lose.
you do just get Fenrir and you lose, you know. Should I, you know, I feel like damn, am I gonna put disrespect?
It would probably be at the top of this category though, like in the Arby's category, because of the fact that all of these like book cards and like spell and trap removal cards are being played. Book of Moon, especially, just like outs your entire strategy.
Exactly. Like, your deck, this just becomes a little bit more viable. You know, you have all normal trap cards. You know what you could put in there? Oh my God, Lady Labyrinth of the Silver Castle. Wow. Oh wait, your deck's not budging anymore. Oopsie. Like,
oh man, who plays Lady Labyrinth though, right?
yeah, I know, right? If you're playing Lady Labyrinth in another deck, you might as well just play Labyrinth yourself. You know. All right. Drytron. This deck's actually budget. You know.
The fact that this is budget is insane, and it goes in fantastic money management because this deck literally turn skips.
Bro, Dinomondo is a common, literally Magician of Black Chaos Max is $2. Your most expensive card is Nova at 17. The next one is Meteonis Drytron at $8. Everything else is like $2 and under.
Pennies to the dollar.
Yeah, it is literally very, very cheap. Right? We got Flu.
Flu is really good still. I hate to break it to everybody, but this deck is still really good.
Dude, you lost a middle finger, but you get a prosthetic one by putting the counter trap.
You have the counter trap, and you have Harpy's Feather Storm, which is essentially a turn skip against most decks. So this also goes in the top category, but it kind of goes towards the bottom of it.
The bottom, okay. I've seen people play Dark Simorgh. To us trap players, can't set our cards. Oopsie.
Okay. I have nothing to say about Flu. I haven't played against it since the ban list, so my locals dropped it.
You know, I would definitely say lucky you because this deck is just really annoying to deal with. I mean, a single board wipe just gets rid of them because obviously they're normal summoning. They're putting all their stuff in attack mode. Okay, Lightning Storm, bye. All right. Earth Machine. This deck is really budget.
Are you the right pilot?
I would definitely say so. Okay.
And question with this deck, is this not including the Therion package?
Regulus is the most expensive card, which is $40.
I thought he was about 50 now. I wasn't sure since Trap Tricks was, or what they're calling it, the pack tax.
Yeah. So Earth Machine, right? This deck literally can hard make Zeus. This deck plays all the floodgates. It can play Skill Drink, it can play Gozen, it can play Rivalry. And
it can play Vernisylphs too.
Exactly, the Vernisyl cards. Because they're all Earths.
This deck is so hard to play.
Oh, yeah, I was burning my brain cells by playing this.
Like, I love playing this deck, but I feel like I'm so bad with it.
Have you guys just wanted to play Labyrinth, but you had $50? You get Owlage.
Yes, I would put that under testing money management because this deck will still EQ wins. Because as soon as you set 5 and pass, they're gonna assume you're playing Labyrinth, and then you flip the Conquistador.
And then they cry. You know, yeah, I'll go with you with that. You know, any monkey flip deck, you can play Floodgates. You know, yeah, it's a cheeky win. We're not really seeing a lot of Bistials right now. Ishizu stuff is just not there. So honestly, it's not terrible for when we're talking about budget. But if we're just talking about like a regular meta tier list, this is not gonna be up there.
No, no. And also, Cybernetic Horizon, what's the next set called? Is it Cybernetic Horizon? Maybe. They're getting that
Cyberstorm.
new Chaos Synchro Monster, and they can make those with 2 of the traps.
Oh my
And I
god,
think,
I forgot about that.
yeah, it's coming up, guys.
All right, our next deck, Striker.
Okay, so this is one of my favorite decks of all time. This goes in testing money management though, because it does have some expensive pieces still. Widow Anchor hasn't seen a reprint in a long time, so it is not that cheap. The entire deck overall is pretty cheap, but it takes a real big brain to play this deck now.
Yo,
You have to be able to outpace your opponent with a deck that just doesn't do a whole lot when it doesn't see engage.
okay, would you change your mind if Widow Anchor just got reprinted in Mama?
It would probably go higher on the tier that it's in. It still takes a really big brain to play this deck right now. The good part about this deck is that you can play a boatload of hand traps.
Oh yeah, you can play a whole bunch of hand traps. You can literally play a whole bunch of board breakers.
This deck is really good. I really enjoy playing this deck, but I don't think it's the format for it, honestly.
All right, try Brigade.
This is another one of my favorite decks. This goes in fantastic money management because if you're able to play this deck well, this deck it inherently manages its resources very well. It has a lot of versions you can play. If you can afford the sprite cards, you can play it. That goes around $200 with all these cards. It's an insane deck. You don't need Elf to play it at its full capacity. And I don't know, like, you can also play birds with it. The Lyralist cards are really good. Dave, actually, our buddy Dave, played the Lyralist package and the regional when he played Tri Brigade. And he did really well. I think he got around round 6 until he had an X3 record, which isn't too bad considering the format still hasn't been completely figured out with how many things are running around. But yeah, this deck is really good.
All right, our next one over here, Generator.
That's a tricky one. I played against it the other day. I still don't know what it does.
You know,
All right,
I don't know.
this
either.
deck is all gas or nothing. You either have the field spell and you do everything, or you don't have the field spell and you do maybe something or nothing at all.
So it's just really relying on that field spell, or else you're just not getting anything at all.
The field spell is the most broken card in the entire deck because it just summons all those tokens, and that's what like Har and all those generator cards use to generate all the advantage that they get. The new XYZ, the Leviathan, whatever it's called, that card is crazy.
All right, so where we put in this deck right here?
I would say, are you
I think.
either testing or are you the right pilot? Because I've seen. Trying to think. I know the player I played against kind of knew what he was doing, but I feel like if he knew a little bit more about the cards, he probably would have beat me.
I think you might be right about that. I know how to play the deck because I've played it before, and I see the support, and I'm like, yeah, okay, I know exactly what I would do with all these cards. But
Yeah, okay.
it also requires you to know exactly what to stop and when, because you don't have that many interactions on your opponent's turn.
Right.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
that would be like the same as Sky Striker, because I think it kind of felt like it played like Sky Striker, but it's hard to explain.
It snowballs a lot harder when it gets going.
All right, heroes. Yes, and this deck is budget too. At least everything got the reprints, like the Liquid Soldier, the Malicious Bane, the Dusted Gold.
I never thought I'd see the day.
Me neither. And I'm still waiting for Dark Magician, but that's not gonna be budget.
So for heroes, I would say it's Ait, and I wouldn't really go any higher than that, just because of how heavy the hand traps are at this format.
Yeah. And this deck is a big glass cannon. You pop off, and then in your main phase, you get Nibirued.
Mm-hmm.
You're not doing anything against that. You are scooping. You're just gonna cry in the corner, and yeah, that's it. All right. Ignister, literally towers right now, especially with the cards that we have in this format, are really good.
I'm still molding.
You could technically group Ignister, Marincess, and Mathmech in the same category.
Yeah.
All fantastic, I would say. Marincess actually is still topping regionals right now.
Exactly. So we putting this fantastic, boys.
Yeah, I'd say
That's way at
fantastic.
the top. Yeah.
All right.
I would say number one with Marincess for
Alright.
sure, because Marincess's engine is maybe 16 to 17 cards, and the rest are hand traps or board breakers.
All right. So where we putting those? I'm thinking about second.
Way at the top.
Yeah, even better than Dredron.
All right, and then this I would definitely as a tower.
Yeah, Marincess is better than the other two by far.
And then Mathmech goes right above Ignister actually.
Okay, yeah. This also has its own towers of Final Sigma.
Right.
Final Ligma.
Ligma. I'm not gonna say that. All right, Libros. The Bakanko cards. It did go down in price. Like the Orihime is about $30, but the rest of your Libro cards are very cheap. So before that continuous spell comes out, you should pick these up if you're really interested in playing this deck.
I love this deck to pieces. I love the combos that it does with the soul.
Oh yeah, I forgot that.
I don't know if it's actually good.
Right pilot has to be. I'm gonna put it top of right pilot. Okay, our next one, Adulce.
This deck is crazy when the right person is touching the cards.
I agree with that statement. I've never played against the deck, ever. So, I know I've seen a few profiles, and it sounds like it summons a lot, and that's about it.
Like, basically, like, people were playing this last format, Graveyard Manipulation. This same thing was happening when Drytrana was around as well. Like, people were just bringing Adulce to just manipulate their graveyards. Our next one, we got that Naturia.
Naturia has to go in fantastic money management because this engine is literally like an entirety of $10, if that.
Literally commons.
I would say testing instead, just because the Ishizu cards got limited. It doesn't pop off near as much, because I have a player at my locals that lived and breathed by the deck, but he dropped it after Ishizu's because he's like, it doesn't blow up the way it used to.
I know people are playing. Yeah, they're still playing the Ishizu cards. Like, they're still playing the 1 copies of each one. Also, people are playing the runic version of this deck as well.
There's also another version with the Punk engine where you make the Diablo Mantis, whatever that thing is called. So you can send stuff from your deck to the graveyard and then use Blessing to get your Naturia combo going.
I just put this in here before we have witnessed what we have witnessed, but Plunder Patrol.
This was crazy, man.
That I never knew that existed until that. Like, you do not imagine, literally we see someone playing Runic, and then next thing you know, oh my god, Plunder Patrol cards, well, what are you doing? And this man kind of knew what he was doing.
I will remember you.
Bro, you're just gonna get PTSD every time, like, someone
This man made like Coral Dragon hard made Yord. I was like, damn, what is this man doing? and then he just like absolutely made a slaughter fest of everything that was going on. I was like, damn,
Like,
this is absolutely brutal.
yeah, the runic. Oh my god. Until you decimated him, we just gonna.
Then we dropped the Eradicator and we were okay.
And then you just draw evenly next turn.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna have to put that right pilot after seeing that. You have to be the right pilot to do that. So, going along with the rest of our Cybers decks, I just put Salad in here because it is a budget option. But it is not as good as the
Arby's, straight Arby's.
Bro, I'm getting those coupons.
Why is Gazelle still at 1?
Why? There is no reason for this card to be at 1. Bro, I am getting those coupons that I just got in the mail, using the money that would have been for Solomon Grace, and I'm getting some Arby's instead. Bro, I'm putting that even below Abyss Actors. I am putting disrespect. Just because Gazelle is at 1. This card does not need to be at 1. Sorry, Jag. Love you. Scare Claw.
This is going to go in testing money management because as soon as this deck starts performing well in this meta, the cards are going to go up a lot. Like, Tryhard's probably going to be the first card that goes up a lot.
Yeah, like that's their boss monster. People are playing this with Kashtira cards as well. I mean, which kind of brings it out of the budget, but if you're trying to play Kashtira on the budget, then you're just basically playing Scareclaw at this point. My boy, Ferg, ninjas.
Alright, so on it, I think we all know where that's going. That's going to go either above Marincess or right below it. It's on par with Marincess, this format.
Okay, so,
Fantastic.
This deck is crazy.
Dude, it's still so budget after people sees what these cards can do.
Like, it had its small buyout during YCS Vegas. Thanks, Jesse, by the way. But no, right before we started recording, my guys from locals, it's like, hey, he just won with ninjas again for like the 3rd week in a row. I need to get I'm gonna record his profile tomorrow.
Oh yeah, you want to see that ninja deck profile? That link is in the description. My boy posting it in the channel. I've seen someone test this out with it was like janky. Putting Apex Avion in here.
Gross.
Absolutely terrifying and gross. Okay, stepsister, this is not.
It's not as good as it used to be. It would, man. It's better than Eldritch.
I might have to go Arby's. I might have to get Arby's for a couple days.
I actually lost to it a couple weeks ago when I was playing Runic, but that's also just because I suck as a Runic player.
Okay, they really want to banish, right? You know who else likes to banish? Kashtira, right? You start doing stuff, your extra deck gone, like, bye.
Bro, I have to.
That's one of those few decks that plays D shifter.
What happened?
It's just not good right now.
It's not.
No.
I have to get Arby's. Like, yo, if you're really dissing me, talking about you don't like Arby's, when was the last time you had it? But okay, we're not gonna do that. Next deck.
Let's not fat shame me right now. I don't want to talk about it.
Sheesh. I love Arby's. Trap trick. Top up, please. This deck, I fell in love with this fucking deck because of the structure decks. Oh my god.
It is phenomenal. Chef's kiss. Chef's kiss.
Bro, it is.
It might actually be better than Labyrinth. Actually, I almost want to say it. It is.
Yeah,
it is.
okay.
It's better than Labyrinth.
Trap tricks will beat Labyrinth's ass unless if they have Dharma Cannon. That's the only way.
Even then, like, somebody outgrinded me. Well, I think I Daruma Cannon them twice, didn't I?
Yep.
Bro,
Yo, literally, you think that Trap Trick is set 5 past? No, this will play like like circles around you. Yeah, you can Nibiru. Oh wait, what gets summoned by the 5th summon? Oh, Rafflesia, right? Okay, yeah, sure. Burr.
Dude, I love this deck to pieces. It's one of my favorite decks of all time. It is one of the decks of all time. And with the new support, it's crazy.
Oh my
you
god.
just like For the price you get it at, it's insane.
Yo, also uploading that full power trap trick video, link in the description as well. Okay, but literally, if you do not want to spend the money on this deck, just put in 3 parallel Exceed, you are set.
Did Shade Brigade get reprinted in the structure deck?
Yes, it did.
Chef's kiss.
Bro, like, you get Ash, you get Evenly, you get Raigeki, you get Kaijus. Like, a lot of people, right, are growing aware of Raw Spear mode and Lava Golem, right? People are just setting up a Rise Heart and hoping you just got that Lava Golem, but next thing you know, you Kaiju them. Like, it is, bro.
Gotta counter the counter.
Exactly.
That's just Jesse Bubba Botten says.
Exactly, dude. It's just amazing. I love this deck. I just never thought I'd see the day where Sarah gets reprinted. Right. VW, Virtual World.
I hate to do this, but it goes in the bottom category.
I'm about to say I'm feeling some crispy chicken sliders right now.
Yo, Happy Man, you calling my name real quick. Yeah, Shin, you like you want to be a macro Cosmo? Play Castra.
I played this deck. As soon as VFD got banned, I just started losing games, not only to myself, but to other players. And I was just like, well, damn, I can't win enough games now.
Yeah, this deck really needs to know something. If you lose against Dark Magicians, which is definitely me, for example, please just stop playing this deck, okay? Actually, Dark Magician is a really good deck. I would just pilot the hell out of that thing, okay? You know, Sun Avalon, Sunvine, Therion.
Alright, so the only expensive card in this entire deck is Therion King Regulus.
And I see you have Rika right next to it. See, when you think of Sunvine, you also have to think of Rika with it, because aren't those two usually hand in hand?
Like, I feel
There's
like
also the version though where you just go for the full full tree combo into the Bengal Lancer, into the trap with the Therion King Regulus, and like maybe a Cactus Bouncer and some other stuff. I definitely think that Rika is a better deck overall, because I played the Pierce on Avalon deck with the Therion cards in a regional one time, and I did really well in it, but if I was playing the Rika cards, I feel like I would have done that much better going second, because I did make it to the last round. Like, a lot of the regionals that I've gone to recently, I've bubbled out of at the last round.
Oh yeah. Okay. Where we put it this one?
This one goes in testing money management, I think, because the price of this deck is crazy cheap.
All right. I also want to I low-key want to put Rika here because the cards are getting reprinted within Maze of Memories. The only good thing about that set, I'm not gonna lie to you, besides Baron.
I was about to say, yeah, that's the only good thing about that set. I guess
only
there's
reason
a
why this is here too.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because like, Petal's getting reprinted, Glamour's getting reprinted, Teardrop is getting reprinted in there. So Sword Soul.
I would say testing, because it's so people were hyping this deck up when the ban list hit, right? It's like, oh, Sword Soul, Branded, Labyrinth, Kashtira, those are going to be the best decks of the format. I think there's maybe one Sword Soul in the entire top 64 of YCS, and even then, I barely see any news on it. Like, it's a great deck, but it's not performing.
Didn't this deck just get like 2 of the top 8 slots in our regional?
I have no idea. I haven't really focused on that. I wasn't there.
Our area loves Sword Soul to the point where like there is representation out here. But I think that testing is probably the correct category for it.
Yeah. And
Baron is still expensive.
You're getting a reprint. It's $60, but still. Like, you get the Sword Souls cards for like about $30, I would say. Like the Baron for $60, $90, you're not touching the 100 yet. and then you still have some wiggle room for whatever staples you need.
I think the entire core, if you buy it off of a store, is like $70 minus per own.
$70.
Yeah.
Okay, because yeah, everything hybrid printed, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so still pretty good. All right, this tier looks you know, I'm looking quite juicy as usual. Yeah,
We're never wrong.
we're never wrong. If you say,
I mean, I will. I'll admit I'm wrong sometimes, just sometimes. But you guys seem pretty trustworthy. I believe you.
you just go along with it. We're never wrong, right? Okay. Yeah, we're never wrong, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
We're so based and red pilled that we could never be wrong.
Exactly. Yo, if you
We're gonna
say
get flamed so hard for this.
yeah, we are gonna get flamed so hard for this, but you know what? If you see these decks in those topping lists, y'all really about to make my video not relevant anymore because you about to make these decks skyrocket in price, you know? Yeah, so whose fault is that? Not ours, right? Because we're just that good at ranking these decks. It's your fault. Remember that. Okay? All right. Yeah, would you like, all right, well, would you like to give your outro? Beans, that's my outro right there.
Oh, that's your outro?
You know, I just never have a specific outro for anything. I just go cuckoo. You know what time it is? It is 1:54. Okay, yeah, it's just that time. All right. Enjoy being with the boys over here. I'm making some tier list videos. We about to come back with more content. You know, I'm gonna put my boys channel in the description below. You can drop that subscribe real quick. We about to have some fun together, making some videos. You know, and without further ado, the out is peace.